This one email made me $31,000, and in this video I'm gonna share you the exact template so you can copy, plus the psychology, the structure, the machine that I use in my agency to send these types of email daily. So the template that I used behind it, I call the big idea template. So this template is not made for selling, right? So you just heard it right. This template just works for high ticket entrepreneurs selling their high ticket services, but this template does not sell offers, right? So what we do with this template is we just solve problems. So I'm going to explain you each and every part of this email throughout the video. So let's start with part one, the psychology. So if you are writing any piece of copy or anything, you just need to understand the client avatar, right? So whom you are writing email for. So if you know whom you are writing email for, the email would be a lot more in KPI than you are writing like anything that you just like, right? So first of all, you just need to have an amazing offer with the amazing guarantee. Second, you just have to have a avatar, like a client avatar, and the client avatar should be like one, right? So if you have like more than one client avatar, it would be really hard for you to just sell from your email, right? So if you have one client avatar and if you just understand your client really well, then the email writing is like a lot more easier and it's like game changing for your agency, right? So you just have to understand your avatar. You just have to extract all the pain. Like you just have to go to Reddit, you just have to go to everywhere where your community of your clients are, right? And you should know each and every part of the pain that they have, and each and every part of the life, how their life looks and all the stuff. Because if you don't know that, like scaling for you would be a much harder, right? So if you are selling like you are selling PR thing, right? So you are just helping them to get onto radios, you are just helping them to get onto the magazines, but the thing they want is like more clients. It's not like direct marketing, right? So you just need to understand the client avatar, you just need to understand the pain that they are having, you just need to remove the uncertainty, right? So it should not be like you don't know what they want and you are just writing the email. You just want, like you just need to write what they want. That's what I want to just say, right? So understanding the avatar is one of the main thing. Like if you are writing an email, you should know what they're actually thinking, right? So will this actually work for me? They are thinking that while they are reading the email, right? And you should think this when you're just writing the email, right? So should this work for them? Is it like another tactic, or they just have any proof, they just have any like guarantee? So if you have a well good designed offer, it would be a lot more easier for you to sell with email, any other copy, or even with like paid ads or like organic outbound, right? So organic inbound, sorry. So you just have to have a client avatar in your brain, and it should be like while sleeping, while reading, while walking, while drinking, it should be in your brain, right? So you should be handling all the objections in the email, like while writing the email, while structuring the email, while just having the sequence of the email. So I'll be giving the exact template that you can just copy after this video. So if we just copy, like everyone just started copyright, so it would just stop working. So I want people to just understand the mind behind the email so they can just prepare their own emails, right? So I don't want like anyone monkey see monkey do, like Charlie Morgan say. I'm a huge fan of him, by the way. So we need someone to just understand the psychology and just understand what's behind the email, and so they can just prepare their own email, they can just prepare their own strategy, and that would be much easier for like other people and for you as well, because you are here to just make your own copyright, you are here to make your own strategy rather than just copying things. But if you want to copy, like you can copy, no problem, right? Because I know the stuff, I can make my own like anytime, but if it stopped working, like what will you do, right? So you should be handling the objections first, right? So it should not feel generic, and I'll just give you the exact thing to just write on the first line to not make it like generic, right? So it should not sound like promotional, it should not be too long. Like I see people having a lot like long emails. Like what is the point, man? If you are just having 1,000 words, 2,000 words to just explain your offer, their pain, like you don't know what you are doing, bro, and you'll be failing like much more faster than you are thinking, right? So you should have clarity. It should be not like you don't have any clarity what you are doing, what you are selling, who's the ICP, who's the offer, and you're just like sending in mass, right? What's the main problem? Like, what's the main solution you'll just give them, right? It's a big problem for you, so you just have to solve your problem first rather than just getting to the clients and just solving their problem, right? So solving your problem is the main motive for you right now. If you don't know like about the offers, if you don't know about like the client avatar, you should just understand these things first rather than just writing the email, right? So let's say you are just selling the easiest thing on earth, which is like YouTube editing, right? Then you should not sound like, hey, I'm an editor and I can just edit your videos. It should be like, hey, if you are struggling with getting an editor, like what do you call it, the honest editor and the editor who can just get things on time, I can help you, and I can optimize your editing to just help you get more inbound leads through YouTube, and it would be the fastest turnaround time on the earth. Then see like how you just stand out from all the crowd out there, like in his emails, right? Like everyone is sounding editor. If you are sounding like the person who understands the problem and has a solution for the problem, right? So the solution is what the offer is, right? So if you are offering something which is not a problem for a client, like how and why they would even buy, right? So you should not sell your offer. Like you should sell your offer, by the way. Like I mean by like not the main delivery you should sell, you should sell the solution, right? So that what offer should be, and that what offer should be for you. So you should be writing less and saying more. So it should be like more, not more than like 200 or like 150 words to just read them, because they have like 100 emails every day, right? So just remember, it should be not more than that, and it should be like a few seconds that they just get what we want to convey, right? So it should be like short lines, one idea per sentence, no fluff, no intros. Like, I just like your YouTube channel, that video was so great and I just love watching that video. Like you can add that thing, but it should be not that much generic, like everyone can do that. So you should not do like hope you are doing well and all the stuff, right? You should just onto the point within the second line, right? It should be not like 5 line explaining what I do, 5 line explaining what I liked in your business, and 5 line explaining how I can help you, then 5 line out of the email. Like, why you're doing this, bro? Like, you should not. So the blueprint, and this is the exact template that you can just see on the screen. Like if you want to just take the screenshot, you can take the screenshot, and this is the exact email that made me this much amount. And the blueprint of like having the perfect email, or maybe I can just say like having the email that converts, is like subject line, body, CT, and follow-ups. This is like everyone tells you, right? But you should have a connection between them, right? So what we do with our email is, right, so we just have the subject line as like the first name, right? So if you are just sending to John Cena, right, let's say, so it should be like John Cena on the subject line, and the body should be like the first line. We do it full professionally. If you can just see on the email as well, we do it like full personally. Sorry, I want to say like personally, not like professionally. So we do it fully personally. So we just write down the first line, and the first line should not be that much generic, like even a kid could write just seeing the channel, right? So we just write the first line so like in deeply and all, and then in the body we just get onto the solution and the pain, right? That's it. And after that we just give a soft CTA, and then follow-ups, right? Like I would just advise you to have at least 3 follow-ups after that, like 3 to 4 follow-ups, but it's according to the email health and all. I'll just explain you in the video. So you should have at least like 3 4 follow-ups, just retargeting people to the first email that you sent, right? And the last follow-up, what you can do is you can just prepare a video of yourself, or you can just prepare a loom, and it would be a evergreen loom that you can just send in the like at the last, and it would be like, hey, I just sent you this email, have you just checked? If you haven't, like you can just go back and you can just check, and I just appreciate your reply. And you can just have like a universal script, and it will just increase your conversion rate, and it will highly increase your positive reply rate, right? And you should be like measuring all this like positive rate and the open rate plus the appointment booking rate. So you can just have like differentiation while just you are just testing those emails, right? So if like first email was like having 2% appointment booking rate, and the second version that you tested had like 1% appointment booking rate, right? For example. So what you can do is you can just swap out to the previous one because it was performing good, right? But you, if you didn't have the data, like how it would be possible for you to just go back to the previous email, because you would just think like it is performing similar, right? But you don't know like appointment booking rate, then you can just do nothing, bro. Like no one can help you if you don't know what's your appointment booking rate is, right? So the method that I learned in nowadays is con and quality method, right? So I don't want anyone to be sending like 5 emails per day, and I don't want anyone to be selling to be sending, right, 1,000 emails per day without just having like a copy paste, right? So what I believe with them is like just adjust in a middle. Like if you are just sending 100 email per day, and you are doing like no personalization, you are doing no efforts, and if you are sending like 5 emails a day and you are doing like 100% personalization, just have in the middle. So just send 25 or 30, just have first line personalized, and just send in scale, right? The main thing is like the volume and the quality, right? So that what we call like con and quality method. And like quality is mainly to just outstand, and the quantity is to get the appointments, and you just have to balance the both, right? So you just have to balance the both lines, like both ends of your email, to just have the appointment booking rate like massive, man. So the subject line, like these are the exact subject line that we just have in an agency. This is like quick question, first name. The second one is like attention, first name. The third one is like just first name, right? So you can just copy these ones. You don't have to just use your brain while just copying this, right? So the exact body structure, like as I explained you, right? So we want personalization, then pain, then solution, then CTA, and proof if optional. If you have any proof, like you just helped one client recently to get 30 appointments, right? So you can just add like PS, just help one client to get 30 appointments last Friday. So it could be like last line of your email, and the structure should be this one if like you want to get appointments out of your emails, right? So let's not talk about the follow-ups. Follow-ups is where the money really is, right? So if you're just sending like 100 emails a day, and you're just getting like 2% positive reply rate, and if you just follow up with the rest of the people, like 98 rest people, you could just at least get 2 to 3 more positive replies while just getting on to like third to fourth follow-up, because we are testing this stuff for 2 years, and we know like follow-up is where the money really is, right? Follow-up should not just like lead someone to another path. It should be like the follow-up should be get the person to the first email, and the follow-up should be like just the reminder or handling an objection that you just really think the prospect just have, or it could be a case study that is reinforcing them to just have another meeting with you, or just have like a meeting with you. And it should be like the scarcity of or the closed loop, but it should not be something like I just made so much mistakes. Like I know it cost a lot of money to just send a prospect from a follow-up to another thing, right? So you should just send a person from a follow-up to the first email, not like another thing, right? So it should not be like click on this link and I'll just give you the exact playbook that you can just copy in your business, right? It should be like, hey, did you check my first email? Hey, what's the reply on the first email? Nothing heard yet. So it should be something like this. It should not be like this is what do you call it, the attracting magnet and all that stuff. I don't like that idea. So we have tried so much, but it never worked, right? So what we do is we just make people to just get on the first email, not the follow-up, just go to another path, right? So metrics matter a lot, right? So you should just have your number, you should have your positive reply rate, you should have your appointment booking rate, you should just have your send rate, you should just have your like if you have Loom, you should just have like Loom view rate. You should have everything nailed down like in one sheet. If I just show you our sheet, like you can just see. This is one of our previous month sheet. Like we just tested the email thing on the platform as well, like the LinkedIn platform, and it just got like something for us, but not in the KPI, but we are testing it, and I think it would be a lot more crazier thing on the platform as well. So I'll just update you guys like when we just have the second video, which is like extension to this video, like testing the email sequence in the social platform, and that will work. I'm 100% sure like it will work very good, right? So the infrastructure, like the best software out there is Instantly, right? So we have tried so many softwares. I don't know their names, but we have tried a lot, and right now I'm not remembering their names. But like if you want to get domains, Google or Instantly. If you want to get emails, Google or Instantly. If you want to have a software which is like cheap and which can just do all the work that you just need, the deliverability, the segmentation, the automation, the revenue tracking, these all things that you need, right? And these all things like Instantly offers, and no one I think in the industry offers more than like what Instantly offer in like I think $37, right? So and if we talk about the email health, this is the most important thing. Like I just struggle with like for years, right? So email health, if you just want to have the best email health, just send like 5 to 6 emails per day, and just do like 20 cold warm up emails, right? So in Instantly you can just set up your emails to a warm up, and it should be like the warm up should just outgoing for like years and until the email is burnt, right? But if you are just following like having 20 warm ups every day, and if you are just doing like 5 emails a day, not more than 5 emails a day, like your email health will never go down, right? So we are doing like the using the same emails for like I think 6 7 months, and now like everything is very good, and the email health is so much far good, like rather than what we were doing like 6 months ago, right? So AI personalization, like we use AI to personalize the stuff, right? So I think the video is much more longer now, so just comment the down word AI, and I'll just make another video on the AI personalization on the email. And if you want to build out your client acquisition machine, there would be a link in the description, and I would just highly appreciate you clicking on the link and just having a meeting within like next week. Yeah, I'm a bit free next week, so you can just take the meeting, and appreciate you watching this video. Click onto this video to see what's next.